Hello everyone, we're back with one of my favorite molds here, which is the Jellyfish. And I want to use this, this is the teal color from the Let's Resin set, the chameleon colors. Awesome set of mica powders. I'm going to link them in the description because I have never had a project come out poorly with these. They always show up, they always look vibrant, it's great. So we're doing this one a little bit differently than we did the first one, and you'll see as I get deeper into recording, there's a reason I'm starting at the bottom of the Jellyfish and not the top this time. And the first thing I really want to get going here is I want to get this nice gradient going for our feelers. And when we move up to the top, we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm putting a different spin on this. So let me hurry up and we're going to speed things along a little bit. As you can see, I'm only blocking off certain parts of this Jellyfish with the teal because we're going to want to blend a second color into that once we've laid this down. And what I really do like about the mica powder as a medium is that if you've ever played with charcoals, I love the way everything just blends together so well. And it's the same way with mica powders, as you're gonna see. This is grape, the grape color, also part of the chameleon color pack from Let's Resin. And it just goes, blends straight in. It's not going to overpower where I put down the teal. As a general rule, even if you put mica powder over something, the color that you put down on the blank part of your mold is going to be the dominant color always. So do remember that. If you change your mind partway through of putting down mica powder on something, the only way to really get a new dominant color down is to get alcohol swab and just take it off. But otherwise, this is going to blend in with the teal really nice. You don't see any hard lines really where one begins and another ends, and that's what we want. That nice, soft gradient look. Now I'm going to put a little bit of the grape down here on the edge, and after I get that filled in, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the very tips the teal, like so. And I'm just so grateful I've gotten this far in the video because I don't know what's going on today, but my phone has rang at least 3 or 4 times. No one ever tries to call me unless I'm filming a video. Go figure. There we go, filling that in, filling that in. Now we're going to rotate it. And I think that even though I really do like this cool palette we have going here, it's going to turn out really nice. I'm going to add a tiny bit of warmth just to give us some contrast, just to have something else going on. And I thought about doing gold, but I thought it would be too overpowering. So I choose this champagne colored mica powder instead. It's a little bit gentler. It's not a very overpowering warm color, but it is going to add some warmth. And it's also part of the chameleon colors for Let's Resin. I mean, all of those colors are good. You just can't go wrong with them. Can never go wrong with these. And again, we're just going to blend this in on our parts that are blank, and I'm trying to get it just right here. I'm trying not to let any of that residue fall into the head of the jellyfish, because that is where we're going to start changing things up. Whereas on a previous project, I had beads on the tentacles and on the feet of the jellyfish. This time I want to do something different with the head. And I want to take these beads that I picked out. As you can see, it complements the mica powder theme I have going on already. I want to try to mix that with some clear resin and put that into the head of our jellyfish. So we're moving it over here. And I'm mixing the beads in with a little bit of glitter into some clear resin. And you can see in the background up there, I have a couple of other projects going on, trying to get some content filmed in a big batch this week, because the reason for that is I'm going to be out of town for most of the next week, and I still want to have content for the channel. I don't want to have an entire week where I go radio silent. So anyway, that's why we have a little bit of clutter in the background. And after 4 minutes of stirring that till it's thin and clear, we're going to go ahead and pour it. And you'll notice that I did use clear resin. I did not put any mica powder in this resin pour at all, and there's a reason for that. The reason being that you do want to put some kind of solid base color over your mica painted parts of the mold, because if you don't do that, the colors tend to get quite washed out. We don't want the colors getting washed out, and that's why you need like a white or something to pick up those mica colors. But here's the thing. If I had mixed mica powder into this glitter and beads, it would completely overpower the mica powder and the beads, which is not what we want. We want them to be able to show up at the end of the day when this all cures. So we're gonna do this clear pour first, and I'm not going to completely fill up the head of the jellyfish either, but I'm gonna make this clear first. This is gonna be the first layer that I want to cure. Just this clear stuff. And then once this cures, I'll show you what I'll do. I'm just kind of arranging and stirring things around here, trying to make sure. I hope it doesn't all fall towards the middle. Something else just occurred to me that I could have done, but I'll have to save it for next time. It probably is all gonna fall towards the center, but even that's okay. Yep, it did. Well, I have an idea how to keep it from doing that, even though this still looks good, but I'm gonna have to do it in another video. But for now, we do have the bead background down. We do have our clear resin kind of curing. This is my little heating mat. It's a very inexpensive heating mat. I may link it in the description. And it actually does speed up the curing process pretty significantly, especially when you have a very shallow light pour like this. So we're just going to leave it alone for an hour or so and let this all harden, let the bubbles all pop, whatnot. And when I'm ready to come back, what I'm going to do is we are going to mix up this layer. Hello in the future, you can see my shadow. It's solid now. We are going to mix another batch of resin, but this time we are going to add the white mica powder. Now we can add this into the background. It's not going to mess with the integrity of the mica powder colors or the background with the glitter and beads. It's just a little bit more of a longer process because now this is a double layered pour, and I kind of got the idea to do this from my video with my beaded resin coasters. If you've seen those, they're also a layered pour. And you should definitely check those out because they came out amazing. Now, it took me a little bit more than 6 ounces, so I had to mix up a little bit more and quickly pour that in to fill that all up. And I'm keeping it on top of the heating mat because it's just convenient to not move it. And also, this will be done quicker. Hello again in the future. We've time hopped a day. This is solidly cured. Let's go ahead and pull her out. Oh, it came free pretty easily, actually. All right, truth, moment of truth. Very nice. Now see what I mean. The white mica powder didn't swallow up the beads or the glitter. And that's what I wanted. That came out gorgeous. I really love that. I'm gonna have to make some more of these for sure. Like how all the glitter and all the beads are in the foreground. Didn't get swallowed into a bunch of viscous white mica powder. Very good. So the next thing I'm gonna need to do, now that we've got it cured, is we want a way to hang this on the wall, don't we? So my method is pretty easy. I get a little silver hanger that I have here, and I think I picked these up at like a hardware store. If I can find them on Amazon, I will link them though. All I do is get like some masking tape so that I can hold it in place so that it doesn't slide anywhere. And then I take my adhesive, because I want some really strong stuff that is going to dry and make it so that this thing doesn't go anywhere. And I'm being careful to make sure I just get it on the end of where I'm putting this hanger so that I don't also glue my tape down on there. But the tape is just like a clever placeholder to keep that from moving, because as much as I'd sometimes like to have a third arm, I do not. And wouldn't that be useful? So that is going to keep that in place. And we're going to leave that alone for about 24 hours, and we're going to come back and remove it. And once we remove the tape, our hanger will still be there and in place. And there you go. Easy install. Once it's dry, just hang it, and doesn't it look great? I really love the way those colors came out with the beads. I'm very glad I decided to go ahead and try this idea out this week. Look at that. Look how the grape and the teal blended so good. And all of our beads and our glitter showed up. It made a really nice texture for the head of the jellyfish. So if you've stuck with me this far, go ahead and like and subscribe. It'll definitely help my small channel grow. Don't forget to click the like button. I love views. I love people watching my videos, but more likely to find more of them and see them if you click the like button. So please go ahead and do that. And I will see you guys in the next art story. Bye for now.